Alright, we're here watching Trins do his daily exercises on my backpack. But he can't hear that I'm making fun of him for doing exercises on my backpack because I muted Discord. So I guess I ought to unmute Discord so Trins can hear me make fun of him for doing his exercises on my backpack. I started the stream just looking that way and you were doing step-ups on my backpack. Anyways, we got a little bit of a fix. He's still working on the getting rid of fabric shit. And we still need to test this thing, which that overruns the line. I would really like if, you know, that whole HV thing would just fuck off, because this doesn't take HV to run. That is very weird that some of these have, you know, HV or EV or whatever attached to them.
Maybe I should.
Yeah, like the large pulverizer has HV on it. And the ore washer has EV on it. And I'm pretty sure they're both running on the same power. This one's running on HV. You're seriously going to have people thinking that they have to be that level.
Yes. Maybe I should rethink that.
Anyways, for the actual update today, it's another small one because he's still working on the fabric get the fuck out of here thing. He fixed selector tag covers. I'm guessing that's the, can it put redstone into the redstone? Okay, where the
Turns
fuck
out
are
the
all
issue
my
is
covers?
just wasn't updating properly.
So now if we do, where's my comparators? Comparator. We put comparator here. We put redstone here. We set this to set it to like 5. And we smack that. Hey, look, it's only red around the outside, not the fucking middle where you can't read it. Cool. Now it really would be cool if you add us a manual one. But then you got to know how to do hexadecimal, I think it is. I'm pretty sure that's what Greg uses for that. Because it only has 4 buttons. It's really weird shit that Greg does. I think it's hex.
I could use more complicated binary. It's not that hard.
Yeah, if you can figure out binary, I'm sure you can figure out hex. Binary's annoying to figure out. I know enough about it to make me dangerous. That's about it. Torch. And that should have 13. So we have redstone coming out the other side. Now if we get it below 5, which should be 11 of these. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We should not have redstone out the other side. We do. Oh, it's only putting out at 5. Oh, it is 5 on that side. Never mind, it's 12, not 11. I'm an idiot. There. Now there should be nothing coming out there. Why is it coming out? Why is it? Why are you not locking it?
No, it's application of 4. 5 means 4 because definitely did the
It's still got a signal coming out at 3.
okay, it's
And that says power of 5 on the redstone. So why is it not locking the comparator? It absolutely should be, because it has power in the thing. If I put this here, I put that there, I put that there, it locks it. It does that, but it doesn't do if it's direct. What the? How can that be possible? Is it something in the comparator? It shouldn't be, because a block should work, right? If we get a block of cobblestone, we put it beside there, it should work as well. Is it possible your thing only puts out a weak signal?
I think it outputs both. It's both strong and weak.
See, that definitely turns it off. And it's only the redstone that does it. Now that is at 4, and that is 3. So take this down 1 more and see if it does it. Nope, it's still going through. It's not locking it. Weird. Yeah, because when it's locked, it's supposed to have that red thing on the front. Yeah, see, it turns... Oh, I guess it's the back ones. It turns the back lights off when it works. I know this is probably a stupid idea, but is there any way of looking how Greg did it? See if there's something fancy he had to do to make it work?
Maybe it's something. It's probably just some stupid little thing at the change.
Okay.
I'm betting it only looks for redstone dust or something.
Alright. We'll wait until next time to work on the power then. We'll just go over the other changes today. Which, by the way, one of them should mean that this thing is getting done a hell of a lot faster now, except it looks like it reset it.
Probably ran out of power.
Oh, yeah, we did run out of power, didn't we? I forgot. But yeah, now it takes 4 amps, which I'm actually amazed it's running with that. Because that's... Oh, it is an 8x back there. But shouldn't that only be putting out 1 amp of power? Or, 4 amps of power?
Yeah, transformer outputs 4 amps. This takes up 3 amps.
This says it takes 4.
4 amps 16, which is 2 amps of 32.
Oh, 16. Okay. So 2 amps of 32. Okay. I was thinking 32, not 16. I didn't see the thing on there. Okay. But yeah, it now runs on 4 amps instead of 1. So it only takes 900 seconds to get done instead of whatever it was before. He gave me the rundown of it somewhere. I'm looking. Down here it is. So has been shortened from 540 minutes to 135 minutes. So from 9 hours to 2 hours and 15 minutes. Now, the only issue with that is that 2 hours and 15 minutes, I guess, isn't that bad. But that's for the 9X one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the 9 times one. So this one's even faster than that. This would be, you know, cutting that 2 hours and 15 minutes by like 9.
That's 15 minutes.
It's 15 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So yeah, 15 minutes isn't bad to get a Buell done, because those things are supposed to be slow as dog shit. Alright. And we don't have this thing set to auto out, so we don't have to worry about it getting plopped out there, but let's go ahead and put a chest up there anyways. And we'll check back into that in a few minutes. I gotta go kill them things. Fucking hell. We've got to figure out how that no solicitor sign works. Oh, fuck, we got both of them. We got a raid party and the frickin' wandering trading asshole. You just shot your friend in the ass trying to kill me, jackass. How'd that work for you? I swear watching these raiders fight each other is like watching the Three Stooges. Alright, your turn. Shut up, you oversized dog. You selling anything worth a shit? Of course you're not. Why would you? I don't really know what he would sell that I would think was worth a shit, to be honest. Remember that shit. Alright. Now, back to the list. Fix the color of selector tags when placed on redstone wire, which we already looked at. Improve jade information on mass storages, so it will tell us shit when they are empty. Look, it says amethyst dust. I can read it again. It just doesn't have a times anything in front of it because, well, it ain't got nothing. So it's perfect. That's beautiful. I have a chicken sandwich. Alright, next thing. Made wood plate count as wood plank. That's the iron one. Where's the regular one? You're gonna make me search for this thing, ain't you? Oh, that's.
And you missed it.
How'd I miss it?
It was right by.
Shit. It's not there. Oh, fuck, it's right there. I am blind. Again, with the uncrafting table. Ugh. Why did I hit that way anyways? But yeah, we can use them for pipes. We can use them for making beds. for the boomerang, it just should simply have the, any Minecraft planks. So as long as the recipe calls for, if it uses the tag system thing, it'll work. And I think most mods actually do that now, where in 1.7.10 Greg had to go through and rewrite a bunch of people's recipes because they used just the plank. And they didn't actually use the forge Ordic thing. Which was really weird for wood when there's, 5 different woods back then, or 7? I don't remember how many.
I think it was 6, because you had dark wood and acacia back in 1.7.10.
Yeah, we had dark oak and acacia. Spruce, oak, and birch. Jungle. Whatever it was.
Yes, 6.
Okay. And then the crystallization crucible thing, using 4 amps, runs 4 times faster, and can now take in 3 amps of power fixed. Oh, and he fixed this. It was a directional issue. And let's take a look at the crystal.
I haven't gotten to that recipe yet.
Oh, you didn't fix the recipe yet? Okay. I want to look at them while we're here. She got 2x, you got 4x, then you have Canthal, and then Nichrome. So why is it copper, then copper, or copper nickel, then Canthal, then Nichrome?
I don't remember.
That might have been something we agreed upon, because these two, the MV is only like a faster way, an overclocked LV, and it's only the HV that can then do the other recipes. These. So maybe that was why, but I would say just do 4x regular copper for the LV, and then copper nickel for the MV, Canthal, and Nichrome. That's the way I would fix it, to be honest. Hell. It looks like a hat with a crystal in it.
It's based off the collagen texture.
Oh, no, I was looking at this thing, the crystal growth core.
Oh.
But yeah, the chamber, yeah. It's a little light, especially the iridium one. It's a little light, but it's fine. I can tell it's a cauldron. I see what you're going for. And it's, at least a little more than what Greg did with because he just put the crucible in, which is just a fucking square with an open hole in the top. These, have the legs on it, so it's not bad. I can deal with that. You want to work on the roaster, since we can't do the power we were going to work on till you figure out that issue. See if we can get a what do we want, HV, or we want to go all the way to EV for the roaster?
EV does 8 recipes.
And HV does 4?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do EV. So we need 4x aluminum cable, 1x aluminum cable, and we need 2x nichrome. I'll work on the nichrome in the circuits. Tantal, nickel, nichrome. We even have nichrome done. We ain't even got to make it. And those are complex circuits. Yeah, so that's the complex circuit part, which is platinum and niobium. Just be glad we're not in hard mode, dude. Fucking this level of circuit is ridiculous. When you get into fucking hard modes, you're gonna fucking love it. You're gonna love writing those recipes, to be honest. Those recipes suck. Alright, niobium's running, and these are platinum on the board, yes. Did I ever set up a place for, I think that's what this is, right? I believe that does it. I wonder if we have any already done. We can do fine wire the old way, right? For a wire in twice?
Mm-hmm.
Thought so. Just throw that in there. And then this, we'll just get 4 of them done. And that's red laser, so that should work. And do I got any boards left? No gold. No copper. Alright, I'm making boards. Silicone. Excuse me, Mr. Silicone. Again, I don't know why it's French. Don't ask. I'm weird. We'll just go with that. Why is there one steel ring in here? What the hell were you making that you made one steel ring and left in the assembler?
Motors, probably.
Motors don't take rings.
It's in rotors.
Oh, rotors. Well, that's just packed full of shit. Get any niobium yet? It's cooking the first one right now. There, that'll fill the bitch up and get all that plastic out of there. And then I can take one stack of this and go throw it in the one that makes the gold and one in that makes the copper. And then when we need it for boards, they're already made up. Are you done yet? No. Oh, I did get one done. Thank you. Now, this was... yeah, full plate. So give me one, because we don't have tiny plates.
Should I add a tiny plate for that, or is plate fine?
Plate's fine. We use a full lapis plate for the... Now, when we get into the more expensive, into the other ones, we'll have to add a bunch of different shit for that. But yeah, for this, it's fine. It's not like niobium has a lot of different recipes, you know. It's not like it does that much. You already got your nichrome?
Yeah, they're in the table.
Alright, well, there's one circuit. We're gonna need... We're gonna need a conveyor belt. And I don't know which one we're gonna need, because this is gonna do 8 recipes at a time. Hold on. That puts out 1, that puts out 2, 2, 2. Looks like the worst thing is going to be... we need to get 3 stacks, because it'll be 8 things per stack in the amount of time this thing's going to run. And how long is it going to be? 512. There's 1 overclock charge, right? So it's going to be instead of 512, it'll basically be is it 1024 ticks?
No, the ticks are the same. There's no change of ticks. It's just overclocking is for the parallel recipes. There's no speed
so
reduction.
You're saying it should run the same speed. It should be 512. Okay. So every 512 ticks, we got to have 3 stacks come out of this machine. If the conveyors would do full stacks, it would be different.
They should do
but they
full
always
stacks.
go... Well, what I mean is they always go for the first slot first. If they went for the stack that was the fullest first, it could take the first one, or if they did them in order, first one, second one, third one, then back to the first one, it would be different, because then we could do one that would take 2 out at a time, because by the time 2 recipes have run, we wouldn't have a full stack in the third one. But if there's anything in that first stack, it's going to take it and ignore what's in the second. So we have to have one that can do at least 3 stacks within 512 seconds, or else the machine will stop, because that third stack is going to get full. So, can you figure that out?
Probably MV then. Or because MV is 1 stack every 5 seconds, which is every 100 ticks.
Okay. Then can you make us an MV conveyor, please? There's that, and there's our EV roaster. Alright, so let's... You also should put on... Oh, never mind, you did. I'm blind and don't read. Okay, we're not worried about losing the fucking oxygen, because we're already having to avoid that shit. So we have so fucking much of it. Which is amazing, seeing how the cobble thing ain't even running right now. I don't know what I went down there for. Alright, just give me this shit. I'll take care of you. This is for the tiny. This is for the small. Alright. Now, we need this out of here momentarily. We need that out of there. Let's see, oxygen input. That says it has oxygen in it. Oh, because it's going into there. Okay. So we kind of got to move this over one. Yeah, I think we probably move this. Well, we might move it over more than one. We might move it over to here. Yeah, I think that'll work. Just take this out up to there.
Yeah, you got your conveyor.
They're all roasting. Alright, bring her on down. 3. Put that right there. And that should be inputting. Yes. One of these two. There it is. Knock that the fuck off of there. I'll just throw this in my bag. Oops. That was a pipe. Alright, so now we need nanoplastic, small plastic. We need 2 of these. And then we run that over and we move the output down, then we connect it. Nothing will go in. Okay, and this is where the pipe is coming up, so we're actually going to take the oxygen from here and put it into there. That doesn't matter. That goes into there. Now, is this going to be a big enough pipe for the oxygen? I'm hoping so. And do I have any 8X aluminum? Yes, I do. And we're just going to knock that out of there. And then boop, boop, boop. And a Betty boop, boop. And there she goes. Alright, now that's already a pipe. We need to not use brass. We need to use the ultimate. Actually, large. See if that'll work, because I don't have any more ultimate pipe. I gotta make some more. And then conveyor there. Oh, and we need fluid auto out. Sulfur dioxide, the hell about this bitch. Now that should keep us in sulfuric acid better. We may need more, which is a good time to talk about making the, which we need to get it tested anyways, but that looks like she's working good. We need to look at the large chemical reactor. Which only needs advanced circuits, so that's cool. Stainless steel rotor, large polychlorine chloride pipes, HV motor, HV hull, and then we got to make the chemically inert casings for this. It's a 3x3x3, hollow, minimum of 8 casings. We need PTFE pipe casing inside the hollow casing, so we only need one of those. We need copper nickel coil block. Okay, that says next to the PTFE. Isn't that under?
Basically, any side. Supposed to be any, like, one side.
That's weird. But okay. Input hatch, output hatch, energy hatch. I've never made this thing before, so. And that's a solid steel casing with Teflon on it. So we're going to need an LV assembler for that. Which we do have an LV assembler up here. And our Teflon.
Well, currently in the factory, I set just the bottom only. Well, it goes on the bottom currently.
It should be the bottom. That would make sense.
Yeah, it's just, I think in GT5 you can put it on any side.
That's just dumb. I want to put this thing like right here. But I got to figure out how to get power there because we've got a pipe there. I guess I can use the top. I just got to get around there from somewhere. Well, no, I guess we could just do... I was trying to use this transformer. But I could just put a transformer, an MV here, and an LV on top of it and use it to power this. And I'd be fine. Yeah, let's do that. Make me an MV and an LV transformer, please.
Oh, by the way, Bear should try out the check mark thing on the board. Saying it from the block.
You want me to do what to this thing now?
Or click on the eViews thing.
Oh, there we go. I couldn't get it to work the first time. Was I too far away? Huh, no. I don't know why when I first right-clicked it, it didn't work. So was, what's her name able to help you with the rendering of this thing?
I asked, he told me try one thing, it didn't work, but so I replied to him about it, but he hasn't replied back yet.
Okay. This thing is still running uranium. Our uranium process is slow. Oh, because we didn't have any fluorine. We're just using the same fluorine over and over and over. That's what it is. I need to get more fluorine in this bitch. Do we seriously not have any... Yeah, we got 3,000 fucking fluoride dust up here. Then that goes through the Wolfenite process, right? Yeah. Yeah, now we're getting backed up on sulfur trioxide. We're doing good on sulfuric acid. It's not staying completely full, but we're definitely backing up on sulfur trioxide now.
Your transformers are done.
Okay. Okay, there's that. Now we just need a invar pipe so I don't catch my ass on fire. Need 2 of them, which for some reason I have normals, but it's fine. There we go. Now we just need the steel casings. So we need solid steel casing, which is the frame and the block, the plates, and it says we need 8 of them. So let's start making this thing. Before we do that, I need to check power, since we haven't gotten the thing switched over. Make sure we're Yeah, we're fine. So 8 times 6 is 48. So we need that into plates. And then 2 times 8 is 16. So we need that as rods. You want to work on the controller? Input hatch, output hatch, energy hatch. Now wait a minute. You have on there input hatch, output hatch, energy hatch. Chemical reactor can do solid things. Ain't right? Ain't there recipes that take solid? Yeah. Like that takes a dye and a dust. So it should be energy. It should be item both. Hatch or bus.
Yeah, can accept both. Actually, update the tooltip.
Yeah, you should put in the tooltip /bus for input and output. Large plastic pipes. I think I have your large. Yeah. No, I have huge. Oh, nope. There's 2 large. Here's your large pipes. In the HV table. We already got the circuits done. You ain't gonna have much to put together. Just need the motor, the rotor, and the casing. Now hurry up, you slow ass. Yeah, I can do that in the assembler. Now you know if any of those crazy fuckers come along, they're gonna want to add fucking solder to this recipe. Or screws.
You mean for casings?
Yeah. Because you gotta have something that holds the plate to the side of the fucking frame. It can't just magically, you know, be there. So you gotta weld it on. The GTX guy had Greg add a tank to the welding machine so he could have a fluid in there instead of just the laser welder.
We should start how welding works. I thought welding was done by like, you know, the...
It depends. If it's stick welding, you use straight electricity with a flux over the rod. Has flux melted right onto the electrode. Because the stick is your electrode. If it's wire welding, there is some gas that comes through to help keep the area clear and stuff. You'll get a lot more, I think it's argon that they use, I used to do it years ago. I think it's argon you send through just to help with the splatter and stuff. And I don't think MIG welding uses any at all. Or TIG welding, I mean. So, no, there really isn't any needed.
Yeah, when I think of welding, I think of like, welding to steel. Like
yeah, you're thinking of stick welding. Unless you're talking laser welding, which is a complete different process.
No, I'm thinking of you like, in the mask and the...
Yeah, you're thinking stick welding then. Probably. Or wire welding, which is MIG welding. Let me see if I can find you a picture to see which one you're thinking of. MIG welding. Okay, in Discord, this is a MIG welder. This. Well, that's not an actual picture. Give me a real picture, not a drawing. You can't really see it because all the pictures are people actually using one. That one, for some reason, is at a weird angle, but it'll work. It'll show you what I'm talking about. So, that's a wire welder or a MIG welder. Why did that not give you the picture? Give me the picture, you jackass. That's an arc welder, or what's known as a stick welder. And then a TIG welder is kind of like a mix between the two. And is usually done for like aluminum. Because with TIG welding, you have a separate electrode from the stock you're adding to it. So in all three of them, you are adding something to the joint. You're not just melting the two sides together. You are adding something in all three of these processes. One is the stick that is the electrode that goes down. One is the wire that's coming out of the MIG welder. And one is the stick you're holding in the TIG welder's hand. You're still adding something to it. There is laser welding, which is just literally heating two things up and joining them together. And I don't believe there's any additive to that. But then, you're kind of deforming what you're making by not adding to it. But in all three of those cases, you're adding, steel, aluminum, or, whatever the thing is you're melting. Usually it's, steel. It's not a gas. And it's definitely not solder. Solder is way too low temp and way too easy to break.
Yeah, it's usually solid until you literally do the welding process. Like, it's not like it's...
Yeah, it's solid, not a liquid. Okay, I think we got rid of all of our copper nickel. I think I centrifuged all that. So I'm going to have to make a copper nickel coil block. Oh yeah, it's cupron nickel. Fuck off. I can't spell. So that's 8 copper nickel, so that's 4 copper and 4 nickel. Getting rid of this 1 nickel ingot. I don't know why we have 1 nickel ingot in here. Now a really goofy question for you. That's a problem. Why did that get turned to 2? If it has the tag in there and it's not set right, it just fucking cooks. Where's my nickel? Oh, I didn't put the nickel in. There we go. This stupid front thing has a yellow and a yellow. 2 separate lights. Is there any way of making that second light on that side change for if the tag is in it or not? Oh, does it actually have to be an ingot first? That's weird.
Maybe it adds.
Okay, no, I'm an idiot. That's silver. That's not nickel. It was next to the nickel. There's the nickel.
What exactly do you want? Like the...
Just a way to know on the front if the damn thing has a tag in it or not. And I know that this light is like running, but that light has like no use. So you could like change that light to a different color to indicate that it has a tag present or not. The right one, the little one. I don't even know what the fuck that right thing is.
Honestly, I have no idea. It's just a similar texture.
I was just gonna say, just have that like red and green or something like that, or even yellow and green. Just something that says has tag, doesn't has tag. Just so you don't have to look inside to see which mode it's in. Again, Bear's lazy. And technically, you know, if I was doing that regularly and not us testing, it wouldn't be a problem. I got the hiccups, by the way. I would just have 2 of them. And I'd put a sign on the front of each one that says furnace and alloy furnace. And then it wouldn't be a problem. It's only because we're testing, but I do know there's a lot of people that like to try to rush through shit and not make more than one machine. They like to bulldoze their way through the fucking mod and reuse the same machine for everything and do it manually instead of automating anything that they don't absolutely have to automate. And they would probably appreciate that as well. Alright, so I got the coil done. I got the inert casings done. Well, I've got 8 of them because that's the minimum we need. This has 1 overclock charge. So we're going to need MV minimum, or are we doing... Probably do HV on this. Input hatch, output hatch. Don't
Yeah,
work for
it's not chemical reactor even do multiple recipes.
Oh, I told you I'd never made this thing. I don't know how this works. I've literally never made it. Because in GT5, you didn't have a reason to make it. There was nothing forcing you in GT5R to make it. The only reason you needed it was if you were making the whatever the C10 boosted go fuck yourself diesel shit. And in my pack I had somebody make me a recipe that put back in the nitro diesel the way we're doing it instead of the C10 boosted kiss my ass club shit, because I hated that change.
Mm-hmm.
Which is like the only thing we're using it in here is for the biodiesel and ethanol way of doing it. But I just made like bunches and bunches of chemical reactors. I would have like 8 of them for one automation process. I never had, because everything was, you made a multi-block and it just overclocked everything and got expensive as hell for power, and I'm cheap. I don't want to make everything expensive as hell for power.
Well, apparently I set it to recipes like the rest of them.
So it is parallel process.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, we're going with HV.
Like the 16.
Okay. Well, wait a minute. If it's going to do 16...
The 16 recipes, yeah.
And we need a 10,000 liters of ethanol, that means we're going to need 160? And seed oil. How big of a fucking fluid hatch is that? Can we make a fluid hatch that big? Your hatches don't say the amount.
Let me check. So, Okay, so starting from yellow V 8,000 per tier.
So my question again, is it possible to do 16 processes of that recipe? How big is like the biggest? What do we got? Secondary? There's a secondary output hatch? When did we get a secondary output hatch? The fuck
That's
now?
for the fusion. That's for the fusion thing.
Oh. Okay. But we go up to a UV hatch. So how much can a UV do?
8,000 times 8, I think.
8 times 8 is 64. That's only 64,000.
No, it's actually 8,000 times 9. That's right. And it's the tier number plus 1.
So I don't think we can do the full. I don't think we can do the full thing then.
Well, you should be able to do multiple hatches, right? I guess you, but it's still a pain.
You'd have to have like at least 4 of them because you got to have 2 different ones for the 2 different inputs. So that would be 4 input hatches you'd have to have. And we definitely need to test that to make sure it would work with 4 hatches.
I'm actually doing more than that because, 160,000, right? And
well, that's what it says, yeah. It says, find that recipe again. Yeah, it says 10,000 liters of oil and 10,000 liters of ethanol. And if you're doing 16 multiple of that, that'd be 160,000. Okay, so
it's currently need 2.2222 hatches per
2.2222.
if you're using UV.
Damn. And that's only if you're running it at HV, right? HV is 16 times or EV is 16 times?
Well, 16 recipes at once.
No
Tier
matter
doesn't
what.
matter.
Tier doesn't matter. Okay.
When it's up to 16, you can run less.
Okay. So now I need a pipe casing.
Or like three hatches. That's if you use UV, which UV is expensive.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, why are you a dick? I don't like you. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, you can. I still don't like you. Yeah, fucking ingot mold, damn it. Can you do a rod mold like that? Can I just pour it as a fucking rod? Yes, a long one. And then cut it. Fuck it, I'm just doing an ingot and extruding it. It'll be faster. And this one,
You trying to make?
I'd have to make the pipe casing, which needs a frame in the center of it instead of a pipe. And because it needs a frame in the center, you need Teflon rods. Which I'm not 100% sure why you would have Teflon rods when the pipe casing is, or when the solid, it uses solid steel casings for this thing that's just coated in Teflon. So why the Teflon frame needs Teflon rods makes no fucking sense.
Maybe it should be
a steel casing ran through, or a steel frame ran through there coated in Teflon would make more sense.
What if I just coated a steel pipe casing in Teflon?
You could do that too. That would work as well. I could go with that too. But there's like no use for those rods other than this one recipe. So you could literally get rid of an entire useless item if you did that, because we wouldn't need Teflon rods anymore. We only need the Teflon. Technically, we wouldn't even need the Teflon ingot, except for the fact that, can't we use that to, wait a minute, no. We can't even use Teflon for a hammer. So if we can't use Teflon for a soft hammer, there's literally no reason to make anything Teflon but the plate and the liquid. We don't need the ingot, we don't need the chip, and we don't need the fucking block. Long rod or regular rod or chunk. That's a whole lot of useless shit gone right there. And dust, to be honest. Well, yeah, I would say you just, if you macerate it, you just get the steel and ash. Well, no, you should get the dust. So yeah, maybe the dust. But then you'd have to have tiny dust, probably. Or just, you know, I don't know.
I just think the only problem coating a steel pipe casing is it uses stainless. Well,
Yeah.
Actually, I was thinking it's stainless is because before I was using Teflon pipes.
Teflon pipes would make more sense than stainless steel, since everything else is Teflon in this. I think the stainless steel is because of things being acidic that can run through this. Like a lot of the recipes are stainless, but the chemical reactor doesn't even have, you know, if you're thinking about that, you don't even use stainless in this bitch. It uses a fucking tin rotor. Or a bronze rotor. And if you're thinking about the fact that it needs, you know, in GT6, the mixer takes stainless steel because of this reason. But in GT6, you can make stainless steel in the crucible. You don't need a fucking blast furnace to do it. So there's a lot of gating shit that's not done in GT6 that's done in GT5 that you can't really go back on unless you say only like the MV chemical reactor can do anything with sulfuric acid, that so then you would have to make those recipes MV tier instead of LV or ULV. Would be the only way to get around that and have it take a stainless steel rotor for the MV one. But I agree with you, Teflon pipes would make more sense than stainless steel pipes in that recipe. Do we even have Teflon pipes?
No,
No.
I removed them a while back.
Ah, okay.
I said probably will just go with the steel pipe casing then because that makes more sense.
Okay, I can go with that. It'll make the recipe for it cheaper, but if that's how you do the fucking outer casing, the pipe casing doesn't make any sense being different. I would say it should be the same. So we just use one of these and we coat it in Teflon. Yeah, I can go with that. And then I'll just wait until next time to finish it up. But I can go ahead and get the first part done. How many steel pipes on me? Hey, look there. It's amazing what you'll find when you open my backpack. No wonder Tamara gets mad at me. There's so many weird things just floating in my backpack. She thinks my backpack is bad. I was watching a dude today that was complaining because he didn't have enough room in his backpack, and he was already using a diamond backpack with gold tier stack upgrades. It's like, just how much shit does one person need to carry? That's getting a little ridiculous. I carry a lot of shit, but I carry random stupid things. You know, pipes of every different shape, size, and flavor. But I also don't build shit, so... Which is what he was doing. Alright, there's a pipe casing. And it's in the assembler. No, it ain't, because I can't legally put it in there. Because it doesn't have a recipe yet. But I've got it in my inventory and ready to go. As soon as we get the recipe set right. We'll see who gets pissed off that we changed it. Okay, so we have energy hatch, we have input hatch, we have output hatch. That's the minimum. So now we need 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 9. That's 13 more of these. But if I'm doing, you know, I'm going to have to build like at least 3 of these, right? I just thought about that because what I'm wanting to use it for is sulfuric acid.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm using it for sulfuric acid, I'm going to need 2. One to do sulfur trioxide from sulfur dioxide. And then one from sulfur trioxide to sulfuric acid. And then the one for the ethanol to... with the stuff. Alright, so this is 4,000. Output 7,000. So we need 64,000. You said it's 8 and goes up by 8. So it's 8, 16, 24, 32. HV is only 32.
Yeah.
But it is 320 ticks. So we wouldn't... Oh no, we'd have to have all HV. So we need 4 more above HV. So that's EV hatch.
You probably need CPM.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we would need ZPM hatches on this bitch. Which is fucking iridium. Ouch, that's painful. That makes my butthole itch. And that's just for the input hatch. The output hatch is 7 times 16. Which is 112. I don't know if EV can even do, or UV can even do that.
No, UV is only 72.
So we'd have to have 2. We need 3 iridium hatches on this. 1 for input, 1 for... Oh, fuck no, because it's got oxygen too. We'd have to have 4 iridium hatches on this bitch. 2 for input and 2 for output. Why you gotta make my asshole itch tonight? Damn it.
I'm guessing you think that
This is getting painful.
we should do 16 per tier then instead of 8. Like,
Yes. Yes, make this less painful on me and restrict it. I'm still doing HV though, which is going to be 8 times. But yes. Because that means if you tried to do... Can you even have that many hatches? If you tried to run this at EV level, could you even make it? Could you put enough hatches in this to do it? Let alone the fucking piping nightmare it would be.
You have
get everything in and out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Everything on the bottom,
9.
and this one is all that's needed for. This is the bare minimum you can have of the chemical inert casings. So the other 13 could be inputs and outputs. That's just a mess. I would not want to try to do that. Fucking hell.
Yeah, I should probably change the hatches to be 16 per tier instead of 8.
Was GT5U really only 8 per tier?
I don't actually know. This is just what it was in GTI.
Okay, I'm going to GT5. Hold your... I swore it like doubled everyone. GT5U launch. Now we wait and we wait and we wait a little more.
Yeah.
This pack is so fucking quick. Well, to be honest, the server takes almost this long. But because older Minecraft, you loaded the same shit for the server and the client. I don't know why the server takes so much longer than just loading the client. I'm guessing because it's got to load the world as well.
Yeah, it has to load the world directly. It's not like the single player where you just load the game and then build the world.
Yeah, and it seems like the worlds take a lot longer in newer Minecraft than in older Minecraft if you don't have scripts. If you have scripts, it takes a lot longer because it has to read the scripts. Because those aren't loaded on pack, they're loaded on world.
Older Minecraft loaded the scripts on starting a game. Wow. Newer Minecraft loads them during world mode.
Okay, so hatch. Let's see. I will have you notice here. Output hatch, muffler hatch. There's no secondary hatch. Oh, what the fuck's with the secondary hatch thing?
I'm refusing to put the helium so I can. Because otherwise,
that was a U thing. Okay, gotcha. So, input hatch. So you've got 16 buckets, 24 buckets, 32 buckets, 40 buckets. Yeah, it's 8 each one. So that's right. Let's see, they have a max that you don't have. You only go to UV, which is 72 buckets. And then max is 80. But I would definitely say, what is max anyways? Oh, that's fucking neutronium. Kiss my dick. You wouldn't be able to make those fuckers till damn near the end anyways.
Yeah, so what if I did like 8, 16, and 32, then 64 and doubling it instead of just adding 8?
Well, what I was going to say is add HP hatches. And instead of using, like, in here for this, it just uses regular glass for your hatch. And U for a hatch is the same thing, right? Just glass? Yeah. So I would say instead, you don't have a recipe where the hatch is surrounded by pipes, right? No.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say just put a hatch with like 4 pipes around it and call it an HP hatch for a high pressure hatch. And then have that be like 8 times or 4 times that tier's hatch. Whatever you want to do for that. So then people can still make the cheap hatch that only takes glass. But then if they need something that's, you know, ridiculous like this, they can make a high pressure one or high output, or I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, but high output, high input, whatever. Heavy duty would work too. Just call it an HD for heavy duty.
I want large capacity.
That would do. I could go for that too. That makes a lot more sense. And then you're paying you can pay in, material rather than paying in tier. You can use fuck tons of steel to make something that'll hold about the same as, stainless steel or whatever. Depending on if you do 4 times or 8 times or whatever the fuck you come up with. I think that would be a much better idea than making people just to be able to use this thing at HV have iridium fucking casings and multiple of them. Oh, fuck off, bot. We've had a good stream. There hasn't been one the whole fucking time.
That's the only message in that. That's just our time today.
Sorry, my brain has this issue of being able to listen and type at the same time and follower bot. Twitch is retarded and won't do anything about the bot if you don't tell them why you're reporting them. So I have to fucking type to report their asses. It's retarded. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Now what?
I was saying that bot is the only best message on Twitch this entire time.
It's because there's nobody fucking on tonight. We got 2 people. It's like literally nobody watching on YouTube. Only 2 people on Twitch. I don't know where the fuck everybody's at tonight. I guess they watched me and Junior do, and Tamara Star do Vault Hunters earlier and fucked off to bed. I don't know. Maybe they got used to us not doing it on Monday when we stopped doing it on Monday. No idea. Alright, so we can work on figuring out what we're going to do for that. We'll finish this bitch up next time. It's after 9 o'clock. Let's get the fuck out of here and go to bed. And hopefully you can figure out that weird comparator bullshit. So we can actually work on the power next time. Because I really want to get this to where the boiler kicks on first. And then if we get down to like half, it kicks on this fucker. And remind me, we need to test out the regulators. Regulators, mount up. So we can see if we can get the fuels to go in here at the exact right amount. So we're not getting that issue. Did you look into why that was happening with the combustion engine? Why it wouldn't work with the ethanol in there?
I have no idea. I haven't really gotten to fixing it yet, though.
Okay. But I also want to do it for the gas turbine, too. We just need to test them, so we need to try them either way.
Yeah, it's on the clipboard to put it on the clipboard.
Okay, and I need to get the other gases when we do piped over there, so we have. I'm sorry, my brain just fucked off and was thinking about how I'm gonna do it. Instead of having multiple hatches, if we use the regulators and we use a shutter on every side, we could have all the pipes go into one, like, nanopole pipe, and that be like the injector to the turbine. So we could actually have gas waiting to go in, but we're regulating it in, so it'll only burn whatever the hell we inject in there. With the gas one, it's a little different because we're running it at 125 instead of 100. So we're going to have to math that out to figure out what it is, unless we want to try to run it. But no, we couldn't even try to run it at 100%, right? Because if we ran it at 100%, it would still burn at 125 if it got more than one dose in every cycle. So we'd have to math it to the 125%. So have your calculator ready, fucker, because we're going to be doing some mathing. Anyways, have a good one. We'll see you guys next time. We'll see if we can get this big bitch done and make 2 more just like it. And then we can turn our ethanol into the other stuff. The hell is the other stuff? Ethanol. That's... What the fuck is ethyldienol? Why is this thing? Get this the fuck out of here. We don't make that. It's not makeable in this version.
I haven't really gone through the fruits I to make because it's going to be a pain to just go through every single fruit.
Biodiesel. That's what we're making. Turning ethanol into biodiesel. With seed oil and sodium hydroxide. So we need a third one to do that. And that's actually going to make glycerol that we can then use to make our glycerol trinitrate that we use for our nitro diesel for our regular diesel instead of using the saltpeter. Because right now we're using nitro, we're using oh no, we still need that. We're getting the glycerol out of the distillation tower. That's right. Never mind. Because we still need the nitric acid to mix with that to make the nitrogen triod, whatever. Anyways, we're out. Later.